Good morning. This is Talking Hoosiers on IU Sports Network. My name is Menache. Today I'm joined by Logan Meter and Jessica Mencher. Guys, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. It's a good day to be a Hoosier. The basketball season is starting today. The long off season has finally come to an end. Five-star recruit Romeo Langford joined the Hoosiers. How do you think that's going to impact the team this season?
I think he's going to have a big impact this season. He's a tall, athletic guard that can also shoot the ball. What I've noticed kind of from his early games and Hoosier Hysteria, he has sneaky athleticism. Everything looks easy for him out there. And I think as the season progresses that he kind of has an on-off switch. And once those big games start rolling around, I think we'll see the Romeo that we actually wanted to see here.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with Logan 100%. Everything he does looks so effortless. It's just such a natural talent for him. And watching him reading about the secret scrimmage against Loyola Chicago where he had a double-double and his first, I guess you can call it, real game where stats would be recorded, it's just setting him up for what's going to be a great season.
Well, the hype around him is real, and I know Hoosier fans are really excited to see him play. First game is tonight at 6 p.m. in Bloomington, right here at home. You guys think there's any new players that are going to make a big difference for the team?
Yeah, I'm looking at Robert Finney and Jerome Hunter. Robert Finney kind of has a mental toughness to him. I think that he can really be a floor general for the Hoosiers this year. He can also knock down the open three ball. And bringing in Jerome Hunter, who is also an ESPN top 100 recruit this past year. So I think we should have a good freshman class that's going to be deep for a long time.
And he talks about Robert Finney, and you have bringing him in. He's the first real point guard we've had since Yogi left us years ago. And filling in for Devonta Green, who's been battling some injuries, it gives him the chance to show what he is and make IU basketball his team as the leader at the one spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully he fits in nice and helps his team out. Our goal is to make it to March Madness, of course. Last Thursday, Southern Indiana was here in Bloomington. The Hoosiers won 96-62. What did you guys take from that game? What did you see?
I saw a team effort. I mean, a lot of players made their way into the scoring column. Everybody got a little bit of playing time, a little bit of experience, and you can just tell that it took that time to gel a little bit, and I expect the same thing tonight with Chicago State. I think it'll just be kind of a learning experience game, another cupcake game on the schedule that I think it should be an easy win for the Hoosiers.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out is their assist to turnover ratio last week. They had 14 assists and 11 turnovers, which is not what we necessarily want to see going forward, but for the first game with a new team, bunch of young players, you have to expect it, and hoping it gets better from there with the leadership of McRoberts and Morgan and Davis holding the fort down for the older guys.
So you speak about leaderships and these upperclassmen players, Jawan, Duran. What players do you think, returning players, are going to be the biggest asset for this team?
I mean, obviously the go-to for everybody is Juwan Morgan. He was our team leader last year in 16 points per game. I think the on- and off-court leadership from him is going to play a big factor. But also bringing in Evan Fitzner from St. Mary's this year, 6'10" big man that can really stretch the floor. I believe that will give Romeo opportunities as well as Juwan Morgan down in the paint and just spread the floor out.
Other than Fitzner, who has such a smooth stroke behind the arc, and obviously Morgan's the favorite of these leaders, but Deron Davis is back from the torn Achilles. So once he overcomes that mental factor, you have another guy who's able to bang down low.
Yeah, and he's the biggest man on the team. Hopefully, he could help us out in the paint. Lastly, preseason predictions. Do you guys think we're making it back to March Madness? Will the Hoosiers be back in the tourney?
I do. Right now I'm projecting a 15-5 conference schedule with 8 losses overall. I believe that upcoming against Marquette will be a big test to kind of break into the top 25 this year. But I think we can maybe win 1 or 2 games in the tournament and make IU a little comeback run this year.
Oh, absolutely. The tournament, that's what we strive for here. I have us finishing in the top 4 of the Big Ten. We obviously have Michigan, Michigan State, Nebraska, even Purdue, who will be all competing with up the top. But predicting, I'd say give us between a 5 and a 7 seed in the tournament, and we'll go a couple rounds.
Yeah. So 6 p.m. tonight's the first game. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited.
We are.
It's gonna be a good one. This is all we have for today's segment. Thank you again, Logan, Jessica, for joining us.
Thank you.
And this is it for today. I hope I see you guys next time. Thank you.